maybe.
Thailand. Let's get you to Thailand. Ben, I wish you luck. Cash build around each correct answer is worth the grand. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Ben, your time starts now. For what hobby might you buy a salmon and sea trout license?
Fishing.
Fishing.
Correct. Who was Rock Hudson's female co-star in the film Lover Come Back?
Pass.
Doris
Natalie
Day.
Wood.
What
Okay.
capital was temporarily renamed Puerto Argentino in 1982?
Buenos Aires.
Pass.
Stanley. What country
Of
is
course,
between
Scotland as
Iceland
well.
and Indonesia in an alphabetical list of UN member states?
Pass.
India. 2016, Rafael Benitez became manager of what Northeast football team?
Newcastle.
Correct. You Give Me Something was the 2006 debut hit of which British singer?
Pass.
James Morrison. Which synonym for rubbish describes a type of email folder?
Trash.
Junk. The city of San Francisco is named after which Italian saint?
St. Francis of Assisi.
Francis of Assisi. Angela Griffin played art teacher Kim Campbell in what TV series?
Pass.
Waterloo Road. The Frog Prince is a story in the tales of which German brothers?
Pass.
Grimm.
The
Brothers Grimm.
Correct. Just now, in the Bible, God told which man to cultivate and keep the Garden of Eden?
Adam.
Adam. Correct. 2017, Prue Leith was announced as a new judge on what TV baking show? Great British Bake Off. Correct. What name links a Roman statesman and a nickname for Portsmouth?
Nero?
Pompey. Vimeo is a website for uploading, sharing and viewing what?
Videos.
Videos?
Correct. Sweet bean sauce is an ingredient from the cuisine of what country?
China.
China. Which Disney princess has a pig and a chicken as her sidekicks?
Pass.
Moana. The term neuroplasticity refers to cell changes in what organ of the body?
Brain.
Brain. The Georgian style of architecture first flourished in what century?
18.
Correct. In 2005, which Mancunian boxer beat Kostya Tszyu to win his first major title?
Pass.
Ricky Hatton. What Danish toy company patented its stud and chip
Lego.
system 1958?
Lego.
Out of time.
Oh.
Lego is right, Suzanne. I couldn't let you have Chinese, but we were asking if that's more cultural reference as opposed to... Now, heel work to music is a competitive activity for what domestic pets?
Dog.
Correct. The
heel.
Country Music Association Awards are normally held in what Tennessee city?
Nashville.
Kentucky?
Nashville. Which famous detective features in the P.D. James novel Death of an Expert Witness?
Pass.
Adam
Sure.
Dalgliesh. Galacticos was the name given to overseas signings by what Spanish football team?
Real Madrid.
And Real Madrid.
Correct. What memorial in Whitehall was originally made of
Him
wood
or
and
Barcelona.
plaster? And
Pass.
the cenotaph. Which of Kenny Everett's characters was named after a hairstyling technique?
Pass.
Marcel Wave.
Mhm.
What word can be a vehicle for living in or a group of crossing a desert?
Caravan.
Tent.
Caravan. According to the Recycling Association, what potato snack has the worst packaging?
Ooh.
Pringles.
Oh.
What Bond film did Daniel Craig make between Casino Royale and Skyfall?
Quantum of Solace.
Correct.
Well done.
Bad luck with crisps.
Yeah.
But now, in 2017, Donald Trump's waxwork replaced Barack Obama's at what London museum?
Madame Tussauds.
Correct. What nationality are, compared to Meerkat stars Alexander and Sergei,
Russian.
supposed to be?
Russian.
Correct. The grey carpet is the species of what largely nocturnal flying insect?
But.
Moth. How many children does the Countess of Wessex have?
2.
Correct. What poison is paired with old lace in the type of a 1941 play?
Arsenic.
Pass.
Arsenic. 2017, which Oscar-winning actress became the face of Guerlain perfume?
Pass.
Angelina Jolie. The diaries of which Argentine revolutionary were published posthumously in 1993?
Che Guevara.
Pass.
Che Guevara. Echo was a #1 album for which winner of the X Factor?
Pass.
Leona Lewis. What mayonnaise-based French sauce has a name meaning garlic and oil? Aioli.
Yeah.
First half of that minute up. What's the British term for an American diaper?
Nappy.
Suzanne. Nappy.
Correct. What Caesar salad ingredient was created in Worcester?
Sauce. Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce. In Harry Potter, who's the son of Lucius Malfoy?
Draco Malfoy.
Correct. A thymectomy is a surgical removal of what gland?
Suzanne. Thyroid.
Thymus. There are lodgings for ravens at what London fortress?
Tower of London.
Tower of London. London.
Correct. Which actress plays Sarah Platt in Coronation Street?
Pass.
Holly.
Pass. Tina O'Brien. Mutophobia is a fear of what small animals?
Holly. Mike.
Correct. Horrorland is a spin-off series of what R.L. Stein books?
Oh yeah. Horror.
Pass. Goosebumps.
That's it.
American Samoa is located in what ocean?
Pacific.
Suzanne. Pacific.
Correct. Judas was a 2011 hit for which female US singer?
Pass.
Lady Gaga.
Correct. Which Milan fashion designer was born Maria Bianchi?
Oh.
Holly.
Dior. Miuccia Prada. What colour flag is a traditional sign of surrender?
White.
Suzanne. White.
Correct. Which US film director is known as QT?
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino.
Correct. In what winter sport might you perform a half Lutz jump?
Diving.
Suzanne.
Oh,
Figure skating.
yeah.
Sir Walter Scott coined what French phrase meaning know-how?
Holly.
Pass. Savoir-faire.
No.
The product chapstick is designed to stop what chapping?
Lips.
Holly.
Lip. Correct. K1P1's an instruction in what needlecraft?
Sewing.
Knitting.
Correct. Who was US Secretary of State when the Vietnam War ended?
Robert McNamara.
Kissinger.
Oh, yeah,
Which
yeah,
member
of
of
course.
the famous Five
Yeah.
says, I hate being a girl?
Holly.
George. Correct. How Would You Feel is a 2017 song by which Britain?
75 Henry
Ed
Kissinger.
Sheeran. Macaroni is a type of what Italian food?
Pasta.
Correct. The Everglades States, a nickname for what US state?
Florida.
Holly.
Florida. Correct. In Game of Thrones, what word refers to... No time to get there. 15 steps. Not bad. I think we'll need some pushbacks though. If I'm... Starts now. What muscular organ does a cat use to groom itself?
Tongue.
Correct. The word hiatus means gap in what ancient language?
Latin.
Latin.
Correct. In the last episode of Friends, who is leaving for a job in Paris?
Rachel.
Correct. Solferino is a shade of what primary colour?
Red.
Correct. What cereal grain forms the base of a sushi donut?
Rice.
Rice.
Correct. Who played the Beast in the 2017 film Beauty and the Beast?
Dan Evans.
Stop the clock. That is wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's Dan Stevens. Dan Stevens.
It's correct.
Oh,
You pushed the
well
chaser
done.
back. 11 now
That's obviously
required
what
to
she
catch
meant.
the girls.
She picked the post.
Your time starts again. Now, the plant Atropa belladonna is also called deadly what?
Nightshade.
Correct. Who became a second US vice presidential term 2013?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Correct. The name of what Australian state contains a UK country?
Wales. New South Wales.
Correct. The band is a musical based around the songs of which group?
Take that.
Correct. In what cartoon strip do the children attend Birchwood School?
Simpsons.
Mallory Towers.
Stop the clock. That is wrong. Girl, take your time. In what cartoon strip do the children attend Birchwood School?
The
When
only
in,
thing I can think of
when in
with
Dad say
school
Simpsons.
children is Snoopy with the peanuts, but I don't know what
Oh
that's
yeah,
called.
cartoons. Yeah, yeah.
Or the Beano.
I see. Not a TV show.
Leave
Not an
answer,
animated
please.
TV
Go ahead.
show. No.
Snoopy?
Well, actually, you've hit the post for that. The actual cartoon
Peanuts.
strip is called Peanuts. So bad luck. Here we go.
Bloody hell.
Charles Schultz, I believe. Is that correct?
Charles
Yeah,
M.
right.
Schultz.
7 to catch. More than
Jesus.
5 seconds remaining. Your time starts again. Now, in free diving, static apnea means holding your what?
Breath.
Correct. In what 1984 film did Dan Aykroyd wear exo goggles?
Ghostbusters.
Correct. What team won the Jules Rimet Trophy in 1966?
England.
Correct. Morales is a corporal of dragoons in what Bizet opera?
Carmen.
Correct. A set-top box is usually connected to what device?
Television.
Yeah.
Correct. In 70s fashion, what dress length came between a mini and a maxi?
Midi.
Correct. Yerma is a play by which Spanish writer?
Losa.
Stop the clock. That is wrong. Girls, here's your question. Yerma is a play by which Spanish writer?
I don't know. It's gonna have to be a guess.
Answer, please.
Yeah, but she would have wrote Don Quixote.
Jack Thornton.
Is wrong. Correct answer is Lorca.
Lorca.
There you go. 1 to catch, 32 seconds remaining. Your time starts again now. Petrograd is a former name of what Russian city?
St. Petersburg.
Correct. Okay, 3 attempts to push back, 1 executed. Came to the final with 50. So, let's get you and Helen in the camper. Cash build around each correct answer worth £1,000. You ready?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Wish you luck. Your time starts now. At what event would you hear the line, "Speak now or forever hold your peace"?
Wedding.
Correct. In what film musical does Amanda Seyfried sing "I Have a Dream"?
Mamma Mia.
Correct. Measuring an object's age by the levels of types of carbon is called what?
Carbon dating.
Correct. Which Swiss tennis player won her 22nd Grand Slam title in Paris 2016?
Martina Hingis. No.
Pass. Martina Hingis.
Yeah, good one.
What red wine variety is a natural crossing of Cabernet Franc and Sauvignon Blanc?
Oh,
Calm.
Cabernet Sauvignon. Who beat Hubert Humphrey and George McGovern in US presidential elections?
Richard Nixon.
Pass.
Nixon. What international beauty contest discontinued its swimmer round in 2015?
Miss World.
Correct. A day on what planet is roughly 40 minutes longer than a day on Earth?
Mars.
Correct. A 2012 album by which Scottish DJ contains 9 top 10 singles?
Pass.
Calvin Harris. In Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, which...
Alright.
Not bad, Pete. Good start. £5,000. That's all right. Start. Now, in the fairy tale, what must Rapunzel let down from a tower?
Hair.
Correct. In 1999, Donald Dewar became First Minister in what parliament?
Pass.
Scottish Parliament. How is the dragon Elliot referred to in the time of the 2016 film?
Pass.
Pete's Dragon. Which cyclist equalled Chris Boy's 6 Olympic gold medals record in 2016?
Bradley Wiggins.
Jason Kenny. What equestrian magazine is known as H&H?
Horse and Hound.
Correct.
Mm.
Jamie Lawson was the first artist to be signed by which singer's record label?
Pass.
Ed Sheeran. The M4 and M48 motorways both cross what major UK river?
Thames.
Seven.
Correct. An opened umbrella is the logo of what insurance company?
You know.
Legal and General. Horiatiki is a traditional salad in the cuisine of what country?
Spain.
Greece. Which actor and talk show host played Smithy in TV? No time to... You knew that. Someone who gives unwanted advice is known as a backseat what?
Driver.
Driver.
Correct. In a sitcom, which widow lives at 92 James Larkin Court in Dublin?
Pass.
Mrs. Brown. What is the largest country to have a land border with China?
Russia.
Russia.
Correct. John Neville was the second husband of which of Henry VIII's wives?
Catherine Parr.
Anne of Cleves.
Catherine Parr.
No, guess.
2016, which Italian jockey won the 2,000 guineas on the Galileo Gold?
Pass.
Frankie Dettori.
Correct. Goodbye, Porpoise Spit is the last line of dialogue in what Toni Collette film?
Pass.
Muriel's Wedding. The name of what soya curd comes from the Chinese for rotten beans?
Pass.
Tofu. In Greek myth, Ixion was said to have fathered which half-man, half-horse beings?
Centaur.
Correct. What group of drivers in Wales may display a red D on a white background? Learners.
Oh.
Brad, £4,000.
Not too bad.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Your time starts
Must be learner in
now.
Welsh.
Friday the 17th is the Italian equivalent of what unlucky date?
Friday the 13th.
Correct.
Oh.
Don't get a mogwai wet is one of the 3 rules in what 1984 film?
Pass.
Gremlins. Which vet turned writer created the fictional town of Darrowby?
James Herriot.
Correct. What company introduced its canned tuna to the UK in 1952? Pass.
Sefco.
John West.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Columbia in New York is a member of what league of 8 universities?
Ivy League.
Correct. Harold Macmillan served as Chancellor under which Prime Minister? Pass.
Churchill.
Anthony Eden.
Yeah.
What Dutch city has a professional football team called Sparta? Pass. Rotterdam. Which female rapper features on Ariana Grande's hit Side to Side?
Nicki Minaj.
Correct.
Well done.
In the house selling abbreviation OIEO, what does the E stand for?
Pass.
Excess. Which former co-host of Countdown has a degree in engineering?
Carol Vorderman.
Correct. In the Doomsday Book, the royal officer of a shire was given what title? That would have been sheriff. Tess. There it is. All right, these questions.
Oh, she didn't
coming
make
much
it.
quicker than the cash build around. Brad, you ready?
Unfortunate.
Elizabeth, ready?
Yeah.
Good luck. Your time starts now. In horse racing, what activity is known as having a flutter?
Betting.
Gambling.
Correct. Which Italian explorer referred to Japan as Zipangu?
Marco Polo.
Elizabeth. Marco Polo.
Correct. Which journalist hosted the ITV quiz show 500 Questions?
Pass.
Elizabeth. Here's Northern.
Charles Corran. In Greek myth, which god turned the priestess Io into a cow?
Zeus.
Elizabeth. Zeus.
Correct. Don't piazza is a dish originating on what continent?
Europe.
Elizabeth. Asia.
Correct. Which Briton defended his Olympic triathlon title in 2016?
Pass.
Elizabeth. Alistair Brownlee.
Correct.
Well done.
A skunk called Flower appears in what Disney animated film?
Elizabeth. Bambi.
Correct. What's the capital city of the Republic of Moldova?
Elizabeth. Kiev.
Chisinau. Madam Hooch is the Quidditch coach at what fictional school?
Kiev is Ukraine capital.
Elizabeth. Hogwarts.
Correct. The first cup is the deepest was the 76th for which singer?
Rod Stewart.
Elizabeth. Sade.
Rod Stewart. In Australia and New Zealand, Anzac Day is in what month?
April 25th.
May.
April. A mocha pot is used to make what drink?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Correct. A Russian chef played Pandit Nehru in what Oscar-winning film?
Gandhi.
Brad.
Pass.
Gandhi.
Yeah.
The human body contains how many mandible bones?
1.
2.
1. What is the main religion of Djibouti?
Islam.
Elizabeth. Muslim.
Correct. Tim Moore's book, Nul Point, is about what annual event?
Elizabeth. Wimbledon.
Eurovision. South Carolina and what other US state begin with an S?
Elizabeth. South Georgia.
South Dakota.
Of course.
Who was the first skateboarder to perform a 900-degree spin?
Tony
Tony
Hawk.
Tony
Hawk.
Hawk. Jiang Zemin became president of what country in 1993?
China.
China.
Correct. Ankara Dries played Demelza in what 70s TV drama? That would have been Poldark. Elizabeth, gotta say, what a performance that was from you. 12, whilst that doesn't
She should
seem
keep her
so
hand
many,
on the
you
buzzer
played
though.
really,
She
really
keeps
well.
taking it off
bad
and
luck with Tony Hawk,
then.
because you said Tony Hawks. It's like calling
Yeah.
Cliff Richard Cliff Richards.
Yeah,
Anyway, I think we need some pushbacks.
great
How
analogy,
classy.
Bradley.
Pull yourself together. Now, in the Bible, who turned water into wine?
Jesus.
Correct. What does the RO stand for in CD-ROM?
Read only.
Correct.
Ah.
Hank the Octopus features in what 2016 animated film?
Finding Dory.
Correct. In 1896, which Tsar of Russia was crowned in Moscow?
Catherine.
Nicholas second.
Correct. Nitric acid turns litmus paper what colour?
Red.
Red.
Correct. The three-point line is used in what ball sport?
Basketball.
Correct. The Turbo Terrific car appeared in what TV cartoon series?
Wacky Races.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
What canine breed is known as the barkless dog?
Basenji.
Correct.
Well, that'd be
Bakewell
great.
pudding is made with what ground nuts?
Almond.
Correct. 1966, You Keep Me Hanging On was a hit for what girl group?
Supremes.
The Supremes.
Correct. Philosopher René Descartes was born in what century?
17th.
18th.
Stop the clock. That is wrong. Philosopher René Descartes was born in what century?
What do you think?
The 17th or 19th.
He said 16, didn't he?
19th.
Yeah.
19th.
It's wrong.
17th.
16th.
Really?
16th.
Cogito ergo sum was the 16th century.
What did he
I
say?
think therefore I am.
Oh.
But not I think therefore I know his birthday.
I don't know what any of that means.
He was the guy who did coordinates, Cartesian coordinates. So I know all about that, but didn't know the date of his birth.
I still have no idea. Two to catch the team, 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Your time starts again. Now, CU is the symbol for what type of cloud?
Cumulus.
Correct.
Yeah.
Bernard Hill played King Theoden in what film series?
The Lord of the Rings series.
Okay, one pushback and none executed. Caught with 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining. Target 12.
Unfortunate.
With that rate, that's a 12. You've got to be hitting 20.